Wild experience.
Like, listen to your experience where you say, like, I didn't do it. Like, you did, dude. Like, you were a street cop for almost 7 years, and, like, you did legit street cop stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, then you're in Maine, and you're out there on your own.
Yep.
Like, that's a different type of law enforcement.
Yes,
and
it
then
is.
you go to the feds, you got, like, 8 years of street cop experience, which is really good because a lot of federal agents don't know that. And it's not taken away from them.
I don't want to say that you have to, but it definitely helps.
Yes.
Because when you're, especially in the service, Secret Service, you're talking to kings, queens, presidents, whatever, but also go all the way down. You have to deal with homeless people and drug stuff because you got to keep them, you got to be able to talk to all levels. And then their staff, military, you know, I was talking to fucking generals and shit from our country and other countries, you know,
but it's
on
also
a security
like,
plan.
but you're also dealing with like the local law enforcement agencies there, and you know, I can, from my experiences, like that shit you see in the movie, like this, you know, you're but like some law enforcement agencies, like I remember a story we had. So the Port Authority of New York, New Jersey, they control Newark Airport, JFK, LaGuardia, and White Plains, and powerful agency. You know, and they have their own police force. Let me tell you something. Like, hey, listen, I killed somebody on the airport. They're like, yeah, don't worry about it. We'll get rid. Like, that's the type of, they were like the police department in the agency. They were very easy to deal with. They were very easy to deal with. But I remember, this is secondhand. I get told a story about, and this goes back to being a cop, knowing how to talk to other agencies, and so they're the secretary's detail, and they're like telling JFK, which is probably one of the busiest airports in the world. Okay. Well, okay, the secretary's coming in. This is during Condoleezza Rice. We're going to have a helicopter, and like the Port Authority, the cop and like one of the airport guys, I'm like, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
They're like, no, we're going to stop traffic. They're like, no, you're not. No, we don't even do this for the president. We don't stop. Like nothing stops. Like, they're like, well,
you don't know what you're saying.
We're the secretary's detail. They're like, how would you like if the secretary flies into White Plains? Yeah,
we can make that happen.
Yeah. Like, I'm like, dude, because I remember, like, I dealt with the Port Authority and NYPD. Like, dude, they can be like, they can really go like, and be like, fuck you. You got, have fun doing your protection detail.
There was he was in my class. He was a young, again, just young, didn't have a lot of experience. Basically went from college to Secret Service type deal. And he's in the New York field office. And again, secondhand, thirdhand, my other coworkers were telling me, he rolls up to Trump Tower like day one of his shift, and he's out there trying to tell the New York ERT guys, their SWAT guys, hey, you guys
ESU guys.
You guys got to move. And the commander was like, you might want to go talk to somebody about that. We're not moving. Like, who the fuck are you? Don't talk to me like that. He's like out there like trying to change up the security plan.
Yeah, no, dude. Like,
what are you doing, bro?
Listen, I'll tell you this: the NYPD will move the war. Like, you're cool with them, especially like when I would run into like one of the NYPD detectives that was like a jarhead too, and like, oh yeah, and be like, what do you guys need? You need the bridge shut down? Yeah, sure thing, man, no problem. We'll get that. Yeah. Like they shut down streets and go counterflow.
There was a time, I can't remember who I was with. I can't remember. A protest popped up, and it was like 150 people just popped up at one of my posts, and I called it out. And I had an NYPD counterpart with me. Within a minute, there was 100 cops, and like one of the majors, which is a big deal, right?
Yeah.
NYPD comes in, and they just boom, shut it down, move it. I mean, it was like lickety split. And so again, you can't do that. That's the other part, right? You got to learn where you're at. Like, you can't do that in Maine. You're not going to get 100 cops. Okay, we'll be there in like 6 hours. Yeah. There's not 100 cops in that radius. So you got to know where you are. There's just a lot that goes into it. So having that ability to work with them and understanding where the hell you are. Like, well, we just did this in Boston. Okay, well, now you're in Arkansas, dude. There's like 15 sheriff deputies. You're not getting 300 cops to come shut. That's not what's happening.
Yeah.
Look, figure out where you're at, man.